Hi, and welcome to your on-season core practice. This practice is perfect when you're skiing and snowboarding to engage the muscles of your core, build strength in your core, not only in the deeper core muscles like your transverse, but also your obliques, your spinning muscles. I hope you enjoy. Hi, and welcome to your core sequence. Come to the front of your mat. Place your toes together and your heels together. Inhale, raise your arms to the sky, bend back into your knees. Come into chair pose. Look towards your hands and allow your tailbone to come down. A slight curve in the lower back, but pull your lower belly in. Nice and strong here. Get a little bit lower. Get a little bit lower with your hips and extend your arms forward. Stick your tailbone back. Your knees should be just slightly in front of your ankles. Allow your hands to come almost down. Allow your butt to descend and then roll all the way back. And then come all the way back into that position into chair. So just starting to warm up the quads, warm up the core. Come all the way back. If you have to use your hands, feel free to use your hands and come all the way back up. And back. Knees to your nose. Back into chair. And two more. Back on your back. Maybe a little hang time, knees over your forehead. And then up. Last one, knees over your forehead, and then back up. Please be careful of your neck. And then standing forward fold. Bend one knee, bend your other knee. Your hamstrings probably aren't tight, or are tight. So please be kind to your hamstrings. There's no pain in yoga. Bend one knee, bend your other knee. So we're gonna get into your core today, all parts of your core. Bend both knees, roll all the way up. So important on the hill. Raise your hands to hearts. Up to the sky and lower your hands to heart center. So come to wherever on your mat. Bring your feet together and your heels together. Grab the sides of your body. So the transverse abdominis, we talked about this a little bit in the pre-season core conditioning sequence, but the transverse are the deep abdominal muscles that we'll be working with, and I want you to engage those to about 100% so you can barely breathe. If you do engage the transverse, you probably should be able to breathe a little bit because your rectus abdominis is still supple. And you should be able to feel it here. Engage your quads, engage, 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 and then release that to about 20%. That's your stance, whether you're skiing or snowboarding. You should have a slight core engagement, especially of those deeper core muscles, and we'll be engaging that today. So come up towards the front of your mat again. Bring your toes together, your heels together. Again, slight engagement of the transverse abdominis. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Pull in your lower belly here. Inhale, halfway lift, and walk back into high plank. Come down onto your knees, come down onto your forearms. And then sit back, bring your knees apart, your toes together, and then just sit back in a child's pose. So elongate the sides of your body. Bring your forehead to the ground. And scoot your hands over to the right-hand side. Very technical, scoot. Bring your hands over to your right-hand side and realize that you stop probably right by your quad. I want you to go up and over your quad so you have some pressure on the right side of your torso. And a really nice huge stretch on the left side. We will be working on your obliques as well, the sides of the body. So just give it a nice little stretch out. Come all the way over. We don't ever stay for too long in any position. We definitely want mobility and circulation. We don't really want to stretch out anything too much. And then come up and over. This compression is extremely valuable for the digestive system, and your body is almost perpendicular with your mat or your legs. Again, huge, nice side body stretch. This should feel awesome. Take another nice deep breath. Come back to your center. And then come up onto your forearms again. Bring your knees just underneath your hips. And 3 cat and cows. Exhale, arch your back, look towards your belly. Inhale, look up. Crown of your head comes up, tailbone comes up. Looks funny, I know, but it should feel good. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly. Inhale, look up, crown of your head comes up. Heels should be straight up. Try not to lose sight of your whole body. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly. Combining that breath with movement. Inhale, look up, crown of your head comes up. And come right back to your center. Extend your right leg back. Bring your left knee off the ground. Hold here. Bring your knee to the ground. Bring your right knee to the ground. Extend your left leg back. Bring your right knee off the ground. Engage your core. Breathe in and out through your nose. Bring your knee to the ground. And then bring both knees in, both heels in, and come back. If your knees are good, you can come back with your knees together into child's pose. If your knees need a little bit more love, like most of the people in Breckenridge, Colorado, we all need a little bit of love with our knees between running and skiing, obviously. So you can have your knees apart. You can also be up on your forearms. Any way you'd like to take child's pose, all very valuable. Another nice deep breath. Really trying to elongate the back. And then curl your toes under, lift your hips to the sky, downward dog. Keep your knees bent. Bend one knee, bend your other knee. And then bring your feet out wide. I'm bringing my feet out wider than the mat here. And make sure your index finger is pointed forward and your tailbone comes back. Roll your shoulder blades away from your ears and tone your lower belly. Have a slight tilt in the tailbone and you should feel your hamstrings just light up. Take another nice deep breath. Come forward into a wide leg plank and then bring your right knee to your right elbow and then down to your wrist. And then up to your elbow and then back. Don't move your hips at all. Bring your left knee to your elbow, left knee to your wrist, left knee to your elbow, and back. One more time. Right knee to your elbow, to the wrist, to your elbow, look forward, back. Bring your left knee to your elbow, wrist, elbow, back. Wide leg, downward dog. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee, tailbone tilts towards the sky. Breathe. Breathe in and out through your nose. And then jump your feet together, soften your elbows. Look towards your hands, hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up, fingertips to touch. Lower your hands to heart center. Inhale, raise your arms up. Lower your hands all the way down to the ground. Straighten your legs. Inhale, lift your torso halfway. Exhale, come back into your plank. Take another nice deep breath here. And with keeping your right hand, or keep your right hand on the ground, shift onto the right side of your foot and lift your left arm to the sky. So you can do this. You can bring your right hand, we're gonna bring it through, underneath, and then back up. And you can do this on your knee as well. Bring it through, and then back up, or with both legs up. Through, and then back up. 2 more, through, so you do 5 altogether, and then back up, and through, and then back up. Come back into plank, hold here. Again, if the wrists aren't awesome, always come onto the forearms. And then come onto the left side, left arm, extend your right arm to the sky. Again, you can come on your knee if you'd like, or through, just a slight movement, back up. You should feel the side waist, through, back up, through, back up. To balance, you can look down towards your bottom hand, through, back up. Last one, through, back up, remembering to breathe. Bring your hand back down, look forward, breathe in and out through your nose, nice and strong. Pull your lower belly in. Stay here, round your spine, look towards your belly, don't lift your hips that much. And then look forward. Round your spine, look towards your belly. Should be burning here, look forward. One more time, round your spine, look towards your belly. And then come forward. Come down into your forearms. Walk your feet in, dolphin. So dolphin is basically just a fancy version of downward dog. Your hips are in the sky. You're on your forearms. Look back towards your knees. See if you can look back towards your belly, pull it in. Really great one for your shoulders. Take a few more breaths. Come back up onto your hands. Slide your feet back just slightly into downward dog. Pinkies are touching the sides. Index fingers pointed forward, and then pedal it out. One heel, your other heel. And when you see my body position here, see if you can keep your hips where they are and just work your hamstrings just slightly. And then come forward. So just increasing circulation and maybe a little bit of cardio here. Bring your right knee into your chest, and then switch. Bring your left knee into your chest. Switch, right knee into your chest, left knee in. Right knee in, slight bending your elbows, left knee in. Right knee in, left knee in, right knee in, left knee in. Last one, right knee in, left knee in. Come back, downward dog, or child's pose. Again, bend one knee, bend your other knee. And then walk your hands back to meet your feet. Bend your knees, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Lift your arms to the sky. Lower your hands to heart center. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come all the way forward into your high plank. Loving this high plank, I know you guys are. Shift the crown of your head forward. Take a nice deep breath here. And then bring your right foot forward in between your hands, your left foot forward in between your hands. Inhale, raise your arms all the way to the sky. Lower your hands to heart center. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands down, bend your knees, and come back into your boat. Extend your legs all the way out. Bring your knees into your chest and roll down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a little bit of a rock back and forth. Bring your hands out to the side and bring your toes up to the sky. Take another breath here. And then you can either do one or both legs. We're not going to do many leg lifts because sometimes I feel like they do strain the hip flexors a little bit, but they're extremely valuable for the transverse muscles. So bring your hands out to the side. A little bit easier or a little bit harder is to bring your hands right next to your hips. Lower your right leg just to a hover. You can feel your transverse engaged. Bring your leg up. Left leg down and up. Right leg down and up. Left leg down and up. Last three are both together. And make sure your lower back isn't coming off the ground. So just to a hover. And back up. And you can even bring your hands to your belly so you can feel it pop up and back up. And last one, down and back up. Bring your knees so they're just above your hips. Bring your hands out to the side. This is a great one. We even do this one in the preseason video. I think it's amazing, especially if you're spinning. Bring your knees down to your right-hand side and then back up. Bring your knees down to your left-hand side and back up. Knees down to your right and back up. Down to your left. Back up. Be careful or be aware of your spine, I should say. And back up. Left. Back up. Two more. Right. Back up. And left. And back up. And then bring your hands, lift your shoulders off the ground, bring your palms facing up, and you can have your knees right over your hips and your toes pointed. So you can come here and just little lifts. A little bit harder is to have your legs extended. So little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of love on your back. And my favorite, maybe not everybody's favorite, but I love bicycles. And again, I think they're extremely valuable for the size of the body. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Have your elbows wide. Bring your knees right above your hips. And then extend your right leg. And then bring your right elbow to your left knee. And switch. And switch. Bring your shoulders off the ground and switch. You can do this fast or slow. Just make sure your elbows are wide. Switch. Switch. I like to do about 20 each side. Probably about 15 more. Switch, switch. 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees up. Bring your knees into your chest. Bring your nose to your knees. See if you can grab your elbows. Again, this should feel hard. And then allow your shoulders to come to the ground. Keep your knees into your chest. And then just give your sacrum a little bit of love. Rock on your sacrum. Last one. Bring your hands just out to the outside of your hips and roll your shoulder blades back down, or I should say the last one on your back. Bring your toes to the sky. Another one of my favorites. Water wheel. Bring your knees into your chest. Extend your legs so they're probably about 2 feet off, the toes are 2 feet off the ground. Toes to the sky. Knees to your chest. Toes to a hover. Toes to the sky. Knees to your chest. Toes to a hover. Toes to the sky. Knees to your chest. Just 5 each way. Toes to a hover. Toes to the sky. Knees to your chest. Toes to a hover. Toes to the sky. Other way. To a hover. To your chest. To the sky. 4 more. To a hover. To your chest. To the sky. Lower back doesn't raise off the ground. To a hover. To your chest. To the sky. And see if you can have your belly knitted in. To the sky. Let's do one more. Knees to your chest. Toes to the sky. Bring your knees to your chest. And then grab your elbows. Bring your nose to your knees or as close as you can, depending on the length of your torso. My torso is super long, so it's really hard for me to get my nose to my knees. Take another nice deep breath. And then come all the way up. Come into Baddha Konasana. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. So this is a great one. It's a little bit active, so just be aware of it on your hips. And I'll actually face you. Take another nice deep breath. Have the bottoms of your feet together. Without using your hands, or you can have your hands back. Extend your legs forward. Extend your legs or close your legs to Baddha Konasana. Extend your legs out. Baddha Konasana. Dandasana forward. Baddha Konasana out to the sides and out all the way extended. Baddha Konasana, bottoms of the feet touch. Extend your legs forward. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and then extend your legs to the side. Now do it without your hands. Feet together. Bring your legs out straight. Bring your feet together. Extend your legs out to the side. Bring your feet together. Bring your legs out in front. Bring your feet together. That movement and the stabilization. Legs out to the side. 3 more. Feet together. Legs out straight. Feet together. Legs out to the side. Feet together. Legs out straight. Feet together. Legs out to the side. Last one. You should feel the heat in your core. Feet together. Extend your legs out front. Feet together. Legs out to the side. Now bring the bottoms of your feet together and just give yourself a little rock from side to side. Bring your hands to your ankles and then lengthen your spine forward. Breathe in and out through your nose, and then you can round your spine. Look towards your belly. We've done a lot of work on the belly and a lot of work on the core. Breathe in and out through your nose. Take a few more breaths here. Roll all the way up. Extend your legs out straight. Bring your hands up, flex your feet, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Now, like you've been punched in the stomach, you're gonna round your spine and keep your heels on the ground. Come all the way down onto your back. Lift your arms straight up to the sky, and then keep your heels on the ground. Lift your arms all the way up, straighten your spine, perfect posture. Another good thing for skiing and snowboarding. Bring your hands forward, round your spine, keep your heels on the ground, nice and controlled. Bring your hands up, and then all the way up to seated, hands forward. Round your spine, come all the way back. Bring your hands up, all the way up, nice long spine, and believe me, you'll get better at this one. Bring your hands forward, round your spine, come all the way back, hands up, all the way up. Last one, hands forward, round your spine, come all the way back, hands up, all the way up to seated. Another nice deep breath, bring your hands to heart center. And then bring your legs out to a wide position. Flex your feet here, and honestly, it doesn't matter how wide they are because we're just going to be doing a little bit of twist and movement with the torso. So the whole thing with this is to attain stability in your hips, but also this really nice movement here. Again, awesome for twists, awesome for spins. Flex your feet. If this feels like you are rounding in your back, that means your hips aren't high enough. So you want to tilt your hips forward and maybe sit on a block or a book or anything to heighten yourself, even a pillow. Nice long spine here. You can bring your arms out to the side and then bring your left arm to your right foot or anywhere on your leg and then switch. And just switch. So honestly, you can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Back from side to side. If you even want to go lower, if that's good on your back. Again, we're here to take care of things, take care of your back. No abrupt movements, just very carefully calculated movements from side to side, just like you would do in a spin or a trick or a twist. Breathe in and out through your nose. Again, side to side to side. And you can even bring it up higher if you'd like. I actually like this one, and then I even like to bring my hands so they touch my shoulders. I think that feels super good. And it also gives me that twist that I need. My torso. This is an awesome way to warm up, also when you're in the park or when you're on the hill. And then roll your shoulder blades back and down. Bring your knees up. Roll your shoulder blades back. I'm always saying that, I think. Roll your shoulder. I guess it's because we always roll our shoulder blades forward. And so bring your knees up and make sure they're parallel with the ground. So from side to side, and you can tilt back just slightly. It's going to make it harder. Bring your hands over to the right, your knees over to the left. And switch, 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 switch. 3 more each side. 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees up. And then let's come to low boat. So come to low boat. Bring your hands just by your quads. Look down towards your knees. Engage your core. Come all the way up, as you can tell. Might be a little harder. And then separate your knees and grab your toes. And it doesn't matter if you're down here or you can't grab your toes. Not a big deal. But I want you to find your sit bones, and I want you to balance. And then from that position, grab the bottoms of your feet, just in Baddha Konasana, just like we did before with our feet on the ground. And I call this sneaky core. So see if you can rock back and rock back up into this position without putting your feet on the ground. And it's gonna take a little bit. And then rock back, rock into the same position. And you should develop some muscle memory around this as well. Rock back and rock into Baddha Konasana. Take another couple breaths here. Bring your knees into your chest. One more nice low boat. Bring your hands to your quads. Roll your shoulder blades actually in just slightly. Suck your belly in. Feel the tension there. And then relax all the way on the ground. Shake your hips out. And then bring your heels just in towards your torso. Bring your hands by your hips, and then as you raise your hips, bring your hands over your head. Bring your right ankle over your left knee. Keep looking up. Right ankle over your left knee. Lift your hips to the sky a little bit more. If this is too much, we haven't done any hip openers, so this is just kind of like an extra bonus. So just be kind to your hips here. And then switch. Bring your left ankle to your right knee. Bring your hips up higher. Again, in this pose, always look up. Never look to the side. It's bad for your cervical vertebrae. And I'm on my shoulders. If this isn't comfortable, obviously this position with your shoulder blades together is an awesome alternative. And then if you have your arms up, bring them all the way down by your hips, lower your hips down to the ground, and then bring your feet out just a little as wide as your mat. Bring your knees together. Bring your hands to your belly and just relax here. Breathe in and out through your nose. You should feel just the heat that you've built in your core. Please close your eyes. When we close our eyes, we take things internal, especially when you're riding, especially if you're in the park or doing anything like that. You probably have a little bit of a practice of visualization where you do close your eyes and you can imagine yourself doing the trick or doing your run. It's a very nice skill to have, and it's also nice to be able to close your eyes, lower your stress level, and lower your breath rate. So cultivating all these skills on the mat. Skill of internal awareness and also reducing any kind of stress in your body. Use your muscles when you need them and relax them when you don't. Just be super efficient in your movements. Extend your legs all the way out. And then I like to kind of press my feet into the ground and lift my hips up so I have that nice little arch in my back. Allow your hands to come about 12 inches away from your body and have your feet come out to the side. Your feet can come out a little bit out to the side and just relax. Again, this was your core strength practice, and please feel free to stay here for at least 5 to 10 breaths. If you can stay here for more, please stay here for more and allow your whole body to release and relax. Breathe in and out through your nose, breath barely audible. Allowing your body to come back into homeostasis, allowing balance, allowing length. And then when you're ready, you can bring your knees into your chest, roll onto your right-hand side, and then pop yourself up. Use your hands, cross your legs, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Bring your hands to heart center. Feel the length and strength in your spine, in your torso, in your core. Core is extremely important for all of your sport, not only riding and skiing, but it will help you with everything. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Until next time.